Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are here starting out Community Cup number 23. So, with today's races, we are going to have the typical auction for Season 3. As y'all know, we are on Week 3 out of 4. And with things being said, you know, holidays coming back, I know this one is being filmed on a Wednesday rather than on a Tuesday. So we do have a couple less participants. That's totally okay and totally fine, but I am also in here, so you know, I don't have the most Umas, I don't got the best Umas, but we in here, we gonna have some fun with it, and we gonna see what happens. With it being a sprint, you never know what can happen, and this box scene was made on like July 26th or something, so I mean, this is an old school box scene. She's gotten me a couple dubs in the past, but with Unity Cup here, I think her time has come and gone. But as far as things are concerned, we're going to take a look at our number 3 favorite here. Is going to be Kalua's Sakura Bakushin O. And coming in at number 2, way down yonder, is going to be Depika's Mayano Top Gun. And then coming in at the number 1 favorite, we've got Galga's Air Groove. Now for this, for the extra point Uma, the EPU, for this track, we were looking for a Mayano Top Gun normal. So we'll take a look, we'll do the race, and we'll see what happens here very soon. We are going to be at the Niigata 1400 meter. We're going to be on the fall, and we're going to be in the good standings. Now, everything being said, the Niigata is going to be notorious for having a very long straight. So depending on the uniques, depending on so many different factors, if you got a lot of corner skills, maybe because it's 1400, you might be okay. However, there's a very real chance, there's a very real possibility that you may come out here, and once you get that straight, you got no skills going, and you just gonna fade into the back. You're just gonna fade into the back. So we're gonna see how these trainers kind of crafted their Umas here today. As far as front runners, I know that I do have mine set as a front. We don't have any groundwork on me, but we are going to see how everybody else holds up. Oboe Rhythm, I think, was the NPC's name. She's cooking right now. It looks like she's already gassing out, so that may not be too swell for her. We do have one Bakushin that is leading the front runners. We got mine in second, and now I am getting rushed. We do have quite a lot of pace chasers here between another Bakushin, a Curren Chan, and 2 Mayano Top Guns. We got one Air Groove who's going to be pace chaser, and we got one in the back who's going to be a late surger. As we go ahead and continue through this race, it is looking very dire. With 600 meters left to go in the race, Curren Chan is already pushing up. Mayano Top Gun doing the same, following in suit behind her. We got the Bakushin Unique going off right now, seeing if she can make some more room as she's pushing forward into the final leg. As we round this corner, everybody's swinging wide, and they swinging. Now, as they swing forward, we do have the Mayano Top Gun on the outer lane, who's pushing forward into number 1. Right behind her very closely is going to be Curren Chan as they are trying to fight first place, but it looks like Mayano Top Gun will seal the deal as an extra point Uma get her dubs and call it a day. She said, "Get that out of here. Don't you know?" Well, you know, hey, she got first place. I ain't got really many too good things to say about her based off of my experiences, but biases outside. Mayano Top Gun taking the dub. GG's here. See, we have Feast Mayano Top Gun coming in at 5th place. Big dubs, big dubs. We do have Pavlova's Air Groove coming in at 4th place. We've got the Stunner Sakura Bakushin O coming in at 3rd place. Getting some podium points there. Big dubs, big dubs. And then we've got Nozori's Curren Chan popping off here today as well. And Depika trying to claim the throne for the EPU title. Running it down with the Mayano Top Gun. GG's. We'll be back very soon with race number 2. Don't go anywhere. Race number 1. After the conclusion there, we're going to see what we can pull out in race number 2. Now, with that being said, my Sagurabakushin O was a bit of a disappointment. However, there is room for the Meisho Doto to cook. Hopefully, you know, she didn't get her win in the Virgo Cup, so maybe she'll be able to do something here today. As we're moving forward with this race, we are looking for a Biwa Hayahide as a late surger. And so we do have, coming in at the number 3 favorite, way down yonder, we've got Feast the Beast, Biwa Hayahide, fulfilling that role of the late surger. We'll see if he gets any points there. Then coming in at the number 2 spot, number 2 favorite, we've got the Stuns Taiki Shuttle. And then coming in at number 1, there we go. Coming in at the number 1 favorite is going to be my Meisho Doto. Now, I will say, you know, all things considered, Meisho Doto being the number 1 favorite, that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. But here we are at the Tokyo 1600 meter course. It's going to be spring, sunny, and good for our conditions here today. Now, maybe it's just because there's a lack of Umas that our mood is good. We get a little bit more room to run, a little bit more area to just kind of, you know, stretch out a little bit and just, you know, run with the wind, if you will. But, Taiki, come on now, help me now. But as we go ahead and get ready for this race, we're going to see our Umas get locked in, get into the zone, and see if they can pop off here today. I have no idea why those always take so long, but it is going to be what it is going to be. Now, it looks like that vodka kind of just took off with the rest of the pack, so curious, maybe was that just a better start than usual? Because I know I was reading the race mechanic docs, and there's a couple different starts that people can have, so it's very interesting what we're going to see here today. One thing to note is that Taiki Shuttle's unique is only going to be in the 3-4 position, so where she's currently standing at right now is not going to be too hot for her. We do have a Silent Suzuka who is leading the charge in that number 1 spot. Taiki Shuttle's pushed forward at 2, El Condor Pasa at 3, Biwa Hayahide at 4. And then we do have a couple more people following behind them in suit as we're rounding the corner, getting ready to head into the final leg. Under 600 meters left to go in this race. We are looking to see, can these Umas start pushing forward? The Taiki Shuttle has already made her way into first place. Silent Suzuka is falling behind. We do have the Victoria Porplanca from the El Condor Pasa, and she is zooming ahead. She is trying to fight against the Taiki Shuttle, and it looks like they may be dueling, and it looks like the El Condor Pasa is going to push forward and take the lead and take the dub. Coming in at number 1, Taiki Shuttle at 2, and it looks like it could have been a nose-to-nose, head goes for number 3 between, I think it was Gold City and Vodka at 3-4. I could be wrong on that one, but killer performance here today from these Umas and from the trainers. That's alright, Doto. You did your best. I ain't even mad at you. You did great. Coming in at the number 5 spot, once again, we do have Feast the Beast with that Biwa Hayahide popping off here. Good looks. He is going to get the EPU points here with that A in the late and the A in a mile. You do like to see that. We've got Nozori's Vodka popping off here today as well. Grabbing that 4th place. In the top 3, we have the Pika coming in with the Gold City. Almost at 1200 power too, gee. Well, what did you hit on that? Man, ain't that a shame. At number 2, we've got the Stun with the Taiki Shuttle. Coming in at number 2, popping off here today, making a name for himself. And coming in at number 1, we've got Pavlova's El Condor Pasa. What I tell you, hey, what y'all know about them Pasa stonks? Once they, them Pasa stonks, I'm telling you, they've been cruising on up, man. They are always going up. GG's to our winners here. We'll be back with race number 3. Don't go anywhere. After a stunning and honestly a little disappointing race number 3, at least for my Meisho Doto, or excuse me, race number 2, we are back here now with race number 3, and unfortunately we got nuked on the moods here today. 3 people surviving, 4 people surviving with normal or higher mood. We're gonna go ahead and see what is gonna happen in this medium length distance of a race. With that being said though, coming in at the number 3 favorite, we do have Kalua's Oguri Cap. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got Depika's normal Maruzensky. And coming in at the number 1 favorite, we do have Feast normal Maruzensky as well. We were looking for the Hishi Akebono here at the medium track here today, and I believe nobody does have that. I could have done it, but I wasn't expecting the race. However, we are going to be here at the Tokyo 2300 meter course with all conditions being random. Now, since we don't have any Akebonos, we will be taking a look at all Umas individually, and we're going to go ahead and see who can prove today that they are the queen of the medium track. Will it be the ever infamous TM Opera O? Will it be one of these 2 Lamborghini driving Maruzenskis, or will it be a different Uma? I don't think it'll be my gold ship, but all things considered, it can always go anybody's way. Maybe the winds of fate will change the course of destiny, and maybe somebody will write their name in Community Cup Season 3's Book of History. Now, as these Umas go ahead and take off running here today, we do have both of the Maruzenskis who will be fighting for first place, and of course having 2 front runners at the very least has the potential to push them forward away from these end closers. We do have, coming in 3rd place, it's going to be the Oguri Cap, followed behind the TM Opera O. Now, whether they be pace chasers or whether they be late surgers, I'm not fully sure, because they are very far behind the front runners. Behind them, we do have the rest of the group, the caboose of the group, if you will. But, however, I do not get to see any different changes in the camera angle, because I guess we're just going to give a lot of love to the front runners instead of changing it around. But it does look like our NPC is going to be fighting forward to see if they can push ahead of the Oguri Cap. We are halfway through this race as the gold ship goes ahead and uses her unique. As she's trying to push forward, it looks like she is going to be a little bit blocked. She has to bob and weave her way through. However, it is going to be a little tough. I believe Narita Taishin is going to be sitting in 9th place. I don't know if the sleeping lion will awaken or if she will stay asleep. These red shifts were at great timings. The no stopping me pops off. The let's pump some iron pops off as well. And we're going to see if these Umas can go ahead and make their way forward to the front, or have the Maruzenskis already made too much space and too much room as they're pushing forward. It's still going to be neck and neck between the 2. 3rd place is going to be Oguri Cap. 4th place, we're fighting for positioning right now between the TM Opera O and maybe others. But as we can see, it is neck and neck, and it looks like Maruzensky is going to beat Maruzensky. One of them gasses out at the end, and she can't even make it through. We've got Maruzensky coming in 1-2. I believe Oguri at 3, and I have no idea at 4. I don't know why Goldship looking so happy. Maybe she hit 4th? Question mark? Maybe. I could not tell you. But it really irritated me that they literally just only kept watching there. I can't believe this made 4th place. I'll take it though. Man, whoo! What happened back here? Yo! Give me one love. Give me one love. Proving that the NPC can do some work. Give me one love. Popping off here today. Look at these crazy stats. Look at these crazy stats, bro. Somehow, that's insane. Coming in 5th place, we've got the stuns Narita Taishin. Okay, I was gonna say, was it close? Was it close? But no, it was 2.5 lengths. Coming in to 4th place is gonna be my gold ship. Now, what's funny is that this gold ship is made for longs, but you know, hey, she got her little dub in here today. I'll take it. In 3rd place, we've got Kalua's Oguri Cap. In 2nd, we've got Feast Marzensky. I have no idea how do you gas out with 823. It had to be a spot struggle. It had to be. That's crazy. Spot struggle, maybe they dueled at the end. I have no idea. And then coming in at 1st place, we've got Dapika's Maruzensky. Woo! GG's from these runners here today. We'll be back with our race number 4, which is going to be our long. Don't go anywhere. All right. Gimme One Love's passionate performance, proving that the NPC is not fake, that the NPC is strong. And you could tell here today, everybody's mood got nuked by Gimme One Love's performance, except for Bianco Grimoire. Maybe Bianco Grimoire can turn around and continue the trend of not getting last place as the NPC. Maybe. Or maybe they get cooked. Here we are going to be looking for a King Halo as an end closer. So we do have Dapika, who's going to be attempting that here today, as well as Feast on the EPU attempts. Now, this is not going to be looking too hot. This is going to be looking very scary, as a matter of fact. But with all things being said, we are going to be looking at the number 3 favorite. Is going to be Pavlova's Gold Ship. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got Feast King Halo. And coming in at the number 1 favorite, we've got Galga's Halloween Rice Shower. Now, y'all already know, one of my favorite tracks is always the long. Here we are at the Kyoto 3,200 meter course. It is... okay. It is going to be winter, sunny, and firm for our track conditions. So it is going to be a little chilly. But maybe, you know, once you kind of loosen up and you kind of get the blood flowing and you get to running, you know, maybe that nice cold air will help these Umas out just a wee little bit. Will these King Halos be able to live the entire way through? Will our potential lack of front runners come back to bite us in the butt? Or will one of these pace chasers please take 1st place so that way my Super Creek can use her unique? That would be amazing, please, and thank you. Now, as we go ahead and move forward, it looks like no, please, please no, please no. Take it, somebody else take it, somebody else take it. Why is the gold ship moving forward so quickly? Oh my days, what just happened? I just paced down, I believe. Wait, that was so weird. Why'd she... I don't think that was a PDM. That was very weird. Maybe it might have been, I don't know. But that was very strange and very odd. You know what? I don't even know what just happened there with that Super Creek. But as far as things are concerned, we do have a lot of end closers in the back. And that is going to be very scary because their coefficients are just going to be that much stronger. We do have a wedding bride Top Gun with 2 King Halos and 2 gold ships, as well as that NPC there in the back. We've got the Halloween Rice Shower, who does take the number 1 spot as the Lucky Pace. And behind her, we do have the El Condor Pasa and my Super Creek. The biggest thing here that is of extreme concern is that we do already have these end closers that are very close behind the Pace Chasers. As they are moving forward, though, the King Halos are on the outer lanes and the gold ships are on the inner lanes. These King Halos are going to have to be running just a little bit more since they have disadvantageous positioning, but we're going to see how that works out here very soon. As we're moving forward, though, the Halloween Rice Shower is doing pretty well, keeping pace in that number 1 spot. El Condor Pasa has fallen behind just a little bit compared to where Super Creek is sitting at. And as we're moving forward, these gold ships are looking scary. They are starting to kind of get into a better position to see if they can take off very soon with under 1,200 meters left to go in this race. The King Halos are slowly pushing forward, but they are looking a little bit behind. The gold ships both go ahead and proc, and they are off in this race. As they're looking forward, it is already too late, as their distance that they are making is growing wider by the second. It is now a race between first place on the 2 gold ships and everybody else. It's just a race for third as far as that's concerned. It looks like El Condor Pasa is going to be holding up that 3rd place, but as of right now, I am dueling the Halloween rice shower. We're going to see what happens there, but it does look like we are going to have one gold ship who stands amongst the rest, stands above the rest as well, as we take a gold ship 1-2, a King Halo in 3, El Condor Pasa in 4, and I believe Super Creek in 5 is what I saw, I think, maybe? But that race, man, whoo, wasn't even close. The gold ships did the gold ship thing, and they popped off here today. You know, I'll take a 5th place. That's fine with me. Bianco Grimoire said, you know what, I'm gonna continue the tradition. The NPCs take another dub. Here we have Dapika's King Halo. I don't know if this probably gassed out. Maybe it might have missed some skills here as far as the stamina is concerned, but that 3200 ain't nothing to play with. It is not anything to play with. Bianco Grimoire, whoo, 1000 stamina, and with the deep breaths and with lower speed, which allows them to kind of not use as much stamina because they are going at a slower rate. So that worked very well in Bianco's favor. As we move into the top 5, we've got my Super Creek coming in at 5th place. In 4th place, we've got the Stuns El Condor Pasa. That 1073 with the double. You do like to see that. We've got Feast King Halo making their way into that top 3 position, getting also the EPU points, so that is very good to see. We've got Pavlova's gold ship coming in 2nd place, and coming into 1st place, we've got Kalua's gold ship. GG's, ladies and gents. We'll be moving on to our dirt race and our last qualifying race for group number A. We'll see you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the final qualifying race of group number A, and the Frilled Mandarin is not looking too happy. Honestly, Frilled Mandarin is looking like they may be getting cooked instead of continuing the legacy of beating out these actual players. So maybe the NPC's reign of terror ends today. We are looking for the TM Opera O on this dirt medium, and that's why you see Kalua, Dapika, and Feast all having that here today. We are going to see, will they be able to turn around and pop off, or will they crumble to the pressure that is mounting very, very quickly. Coming in at the number 3 favorite, we do have Galga's Oguri Cap. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got Dapika's TM Opera O. And coming in at the number 1 favorite, we've got Feast TM Opera O. Now, she is not typically going to be here, but it is going to be what it is going to be. And now we are here at the Tokyo 2100 meter course dirt track. The summertime, and we got the soft rains. So we got them summer rains, if you will. Will this turn around and be detrimental to these Umas, or will they turn around and actually pop off here today? Oh my goodness, what was that? That was, you could tell that there was some extra love in that, because that was crazy work. That right there. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But with so many TM Opera O's here today, we do need to be careful of what they can do because they never should be taken lightly. With the two frontrunners that we have here today, we are going to be looking at the Smart Falcon and the Summer Marozensky. However, we do have one TM Opera O who is looking like she is going to try to take that first place and see if she can fight against these front runners, which is very interesting because I thought that she is typically supposed to be a a pace chaser or a late surger. So as they move forward, we're in that middle leg. The Smart Falcon is going to take the first place. TM Opera O behind in second. We do have Summer Marozensky in third. In fourth place, rounding out our pace chasers, we're going to have Oguri Cap, followed by the TM Opera O, and then followed by me. Late surgers, we are going to be looking at an Oguri Cap, and I have no idea who else is going to be behind there aside of that NPC. Smart Falcon is going to hold that first place position for now, and it looks like Summer Marozensky is falling behind quicker and quicker as time goes on. We are looking with 1,000 meters left to go in this race. TM Opera O on the outer leg, on the outer lane, as she's trying to see if she can pass the Summer Marozensky. She doesn't look like she can, so she's going to go ahead and just kind of take a minute before getting ready to pop off here in the final leg. This other TM Opera O is fighting the Smart Falcon, and she is going to go on a little bit of a wider angle, but she is going to cut forward and push ahead as she's taken the #1 spot away from Smart Falcon. TM Opera O is currently trying to push forward to see if she can grab second place, but we do have an Oguri Cap on the outer lanes who's pushing forward, and she's trying her best. Will she be able to claim second, third, or will she stay in fourth? TM Opera O is going to claim first place here today, and Oguri Cap almost just was not there, but she is going to claim second place. She just couldn't make it in time. Oguri Cap is going to claim second. I believe that's Team Opera O third and maybe a Smart Falcon 4? Question mark? But we are going to see what is going to happen with these placements. Whew. Unfortunately, Frilled Mandarin could not continue the legacy of NPCs beating out players. It's going to be quite alright. Coming in 5th place, we do have Kalua's TM Opera O. In 4th place, we've got Pavlova's Smart Falcon. In 3rd, we have Feast TM Opera O. In 2nd, we've got Galga's Oguri Cap. And in 1st place, we've got Depika's TM Opera O. So it does look like all the TM Opera O's were able to make it into the top 5. Everybody claiming those extra point Umas. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to see where did everybody place. And then we'll move on to group number B. So we've got a long road ahead of us. Stay tuned. We'll be back very, very soon. Alright, returning back with group number B. We do have the Juicers here today. We got 3 groups, so we're going to be here for quite a little bit. We are looking for a Mayano Top Gun, and we do not have one. So we are just going to see who is the best racer here today. Taking a look at our top favorites, at least from the crowd's perspective. We do have, right here, Cruel's Normal Air Groove. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got Joe's Hishi Amazon, or Hishi Akebono, excuse me, my bad. Oh, and then it was right next door. And then coming in at the number 1 favorite, we've got Draguin's Curren Chan. Now, if y'all know, the PTSD is never healed from debut derby. These 2 air grooves always, it's always going to be a scary thing. However, one is going to be a wedding, and one is going to be a normal air groove. And of course, with it being a sprint, sprints are just going to go crazy, no matter how you look at it. We're going to be here at the Niigata 1400 meter turf. Fall and good will be our conditions. We are going to see exactly what happens here today. Now, will the deceivingly long final leg go ahead and catch some of them off guard? Lord have mercy on my soul. Or will they turn around and actually be prepared for that final leg? The Hishiakibono, the Curren Chan, the Air Grooves, and of course the ever famous Sakurabakushin O's as well. We do have a King Halo and a Silent Suzuka gracing us with their presence here today. Now we do have a runaway that hit the concentration as well as, I think that was taking the lead, question mark. So we are going to see this Silent Suzuka be so much further ahead than everybody else. Now, whether these Sakurabakushin O's are going to be front runners or not, that is unknown to me. But I do know that one is going to be in second place, and we do have double Curren Chan sitting in 3-4, the Hishi Akebono in 5, and the last Sakurabakushin O falling behind in 6th. We do got the Wedding Groove and the Normal Groove and the King Halo all starting to push up with under 600 meters left to go in this race. Now that one little debuff hits the front runners, and that is not going to be good because we are going to see what happens as we round the corner. 400 meters left to go in the race, and Curren Chan is already pushed forward. Silent Suzuka is already dropping behind. We are dueling in the back, and we're going to see what happens. Wedding Groove trying to push forward. Curren Chan already holding and solidifying place number 1, and Wedding Groove is going to push forward, take second. I think that was Suzuka runaway at 3. Akebono, it was a close call for Akebono at 4-5 between the other, was that Curren? I think it was. So we're gonna see what happens here as far as our placements are concerned. Now coming in 5th place, we do have Cruel. Oh, okay, it was an Air Groove, that's what it was. I thought it was the Curren. Oh, Hishiakibono didn't make 4-5. That's what it is. Wow. So in 5th place we have Cruel's Air Groove. Why does this look like a team trial? Air Groove. Cruel, question mark? Am I right in saying that? In 4th place we have One Run Uma's Curren Chan. In 3rd we have the Fool's Silent Suzuka. No matter how juicy she gets, man, it's so tough to keep her going. In 2nd, we've got Mystic Blade's Wedding Air Groove. Telling you, man, Air Groove terrorizes the sprints. She's crazy. And in 1st place, we have Draguin's Curren Chan. Man, she rounded that corner with 400 meters left to go, and she just took off and never looked back. Here's the cards in case y'all want to see it. GG's, we'll be back with race number 2 momentarily. Alright, we are back with the next race. And if I swear I have never seen a more wigged room. A rigged room. Look at all these greats. Look at all these greats. This is crazy. And then the person who made the room, god awful. Shaking my head. Don't you know if you go rig a room, you're supposed to give yourself the great mood as well? Come on now, help me now. Now, here on this race, we are going to be looking for a Biwa Hayahide as a late surger. That is going to be One Run Uma getting that Biwa Hayahide, so that's going to be pretty cool. We're going to take a look at her, see if she can pop off here today. Coming in at our number 3 favorite, we do have right here is going to be, am I right? Yeah, Smash Kings Vodka. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got Cruel's Curren Chan. And coming in at the number 1 favorite, way down yonder, we've got Kunoko's King Halo. Now, with the Biwa Hayahide coming in at the number 4 favorite, will she be able to turn around and do what no other Biwa Hayahide has been able to do? And that is actually grab a win. I consider a win a top 3. Just being able to get into the top 5 is already a feat in and of itself, especially if you're taking the EPU into the race. That would be even better. We are going to be here at the Tokyo 1600 meter race course, where it will be spring, sunny, and good for our conditions. Now, even with that bad or awful mood, the Curren Chan still got a smile on her face, and she is ready to win and race in this race. We do have 4 different vodkas, so that is going to be a little interesting there. We do have a late start from the Curren Chan, which is going to be very unfortunate. Same Sky takes off. She's going to be our front runner for today. Now, looks like we have one vodka who's going to be a pace chaser. We do have the Curren Chan in the pace slot as well. And I believe we have everybody else today as a late surger. We do have the Megito Ryan. We've got 3 vodkas, 1 King Halo, and 1 Biwa Hayahide, kind of rounding out our caboose of late surgers. Everybody is pushing forward very hard, and it looks like we did have a PDM on the vodka because she did push back the Curren Chan, which is not good because now everybody is bunched up in that second place area, and Same Sky needs to take off. She needs to run. She needs to get going. Curren Chan popping off. She said, take a look at me as we speed off into the sunset. 600 meters left to go in this race as we're rounding into the final leg. The angling and the scheming does pop off, but man, the distance covered is just not getting smaller. Everybody else is having such a hard time trying to catch up. Same Sky is taking the lead. She is doing her best to hold ground. Under 200 meters left to go, and it looks like Same Sky is gonna lock it in and take that first place home. And it looks like the Outer Lane Vodka takes second. Curren Chan takes third, I believe, is what I saw. I could be very, very wrong, but it was definitely very close. As y'all can see, it is by the nose. We actually grabbed second place there. Wow, GG's. GG's. Where do we have? Biwa Hayahide from One Run Uma gets the 5th place. You know what? I consider that a dub, because you do get the EPUs onto your point total. That is massive. We have Kunoko's King Halo coming in 4th place. We've got Smash King's Wodka grabbing 3rd. We have Cruel's Curren Chan grabbing 2nd place. And with a dominating performance, we've got Draguin Seiyun Sky grabbing that 1st place. Here's the cards and oh, wow, triple speed, triple wit. Had to be Stem Sparks. Had to be Stem. Probably a mix of Stem and Power, if I were to take a guess. Anyways, GG's from our racers today. Same Sky proving that she is a GOAT when it comes to being a solo front runner. We'll be back with race number 3 very soon. We are back with race number 3. This is going to be our medium track, and we are looking for the Hishi Akebono. I don't believe, yeah, we don't have any Hishi Akebonos here, so we're just going to be looking for the best racer that we can find. Now, contrary to popular belief, they say that these rooms are never rigged, but sometimes it's hard to believe it. It is hard to believe it. Call me Naruto. Coming in at the number 3 favorite, way down yonder, we've got Joe's Air Groove. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, right here, we've got One Run Uma's Narita Taishin. And coming in at the number 1 favorite, right here, we've got Cruel's Agnes Digital. Now, will these Umas be able to perform on the medium distance, or will they get absolutely murked by the potential random bad or awful moods here today? We are here at the Tokyo 2300 meter race course, where all the conditions are going to be random. They even tell me it's the mood that's going to be random, but you know, hey, we're going to do with that information what we are going to do. One person To see if they're gonna be racing here today is going to be that Narita Taishin. She is somebody that we do need to kind of keep a close eye on, just to make sure she doesn't pop off. You know, she's even shorter than Tokai Teo, close to around the height of Agnes Digital. But with Narita Taishin, I feel like she just has that ability to just kind of blend into the crowd and just bob and weave her way through very quickly and very silently. Now, as we move forward, unfortunately for this Super Creek, they are going to be our lucky pace Uma, but the problem with that is I do not believe she'll be able to get her unique off in time just due to placement. In second place, we've got the Tokai Teo. Third is going to be an Air Groove. Fourth is going to be Anime McQueen. And fifth is going to be Tokai Teo. We've got Agnes Digital coming in at 6th place. 7th place is going to be the Late Surging Special Week, followed by the Halloween Super Creek. And then rounding out our caboose is going to be the Narita Taishin. Under 400 meters left to go in this race, and Super Creek has a decent lead from the rest of the pack. However, it may not be enough. Agnes Digital on the outer lane is already moving forward, and she is already pushing with all the power that she can. She said, I see a Super Creek in the front, and I'm trying to play Goo Goo Babies. Let me go ahead and run as quickly as I can. She's already having and holding in 2nd place as we go ahead and enter into the final leg. Super Creek is still holding strong in 1st, and it doesn't look like anybody's catching up just yet. But as we go ahead and round into that final corner, we're going to see maybe, potentially, have some Umas go ahead and start making up that lost distance. As we're moving forward, Agnes Digital is going to be in 2nd place. Special Week falling in right behind, and it looks like she is going to be fighting against that Agnes Digital. Super Creek is trying to hold her position. It's Super Creek. It's Agnes Digital. It's Super Creek. Agnes Digital may come around, and it looks like she's going to do the thing, and she, I believe it's by a head. I believe it's by a head. That Agnes Digital barely doesn't make it. Oh, it's by a neck. It's by a neck. I think Super Creek actually takes the win there. I think Agnes Digital comes in 2nd. Then maybe Special Week in 3rd? Maybe? That was actually a crazy race here. Wow, GG's. GG's. Take over. Anyway, we've got in 5th place. Sorry about that. Had to clear my throat. In 5th place, we've got Joe's Air Groove. In 4th place, we've got Kunoko's Halloween Super Creek. Even coming in with that mystifying murmur, trying to see if they could do the do. She did juice in as a late surger. Can't hate on that. In 3rd place, we've got Smash King's Special Week. Said stats are nothing but a figment of the imagination. 1200 speed, never heard of it. Still grabbing a 3rd place there. We've got Cruel's Agnes Digital grabbing a 2nd place. And in 1st place, yet again, we've got Draguin's Super Creek showing off why she is super creaky. Now, even with the lucky pace, I thought it was going to be unlucky because the unique was not being able to be used there. However, with that wit, just doing the do and seeing what they could do, actually popped off here today. GG's. We'll be back with race number 4 very, very soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here back with the ever infamous long track. Now, of course, the gold ships are always going to have somewhat of an advantage, but we're going to see if any of these Umas here today can prove that it is never going to always be a gold ship angle. Now, we are looking for the King Halo as an end closer. And we do not have any in this group, and that is totally fine. So, what we do have is going to be, oh, everybody is all grouped up together. That's what I like to see. Like right here-ish. Number 3 favorite, we've got the Fool's gold ship. And the number 2 favorite, we've got Cruel's gold ship. And then just a little bit down yonder, we've got Draguins, Narita Taishin. Now, will the sleeping lion stay asleep the entire time? Or will somebody else prove that they can beat the gold ship here at the Kyoto 3200 meter course today? The winter, sunny, firm conditions. We're going to see exactly what these Umas are made for. Now, I do believe that Agnes Tachyon and Narita Bryan and even Narita Taishin may have a little slight advantage because they got some coats. You know, they don't got to worry about the winter cool, if you will. You know, they got a little jacket, they got a long sleeve lab coat, they got another jacket, you know, Rice Shower even got the long sleeves on. Hey, maybe this advantage is the advantage that they needed in order to beat the gold ship here at the long. Or we could look at it on the opposite side of this coin. Maybe because gold ship does not have these long sleeves, maybe that is the key to winning the longs. However, both of these gold ships tried to kidnap one of these Agnes Tachyons, and that Agnes Tachyon said, I am too smart for that. You're gonna have to try again later. Unfortunately so for the number 1 Tachyon, they are going to be holding first place, which means their unique will not be used. I don't remember what position Tachyon's unique is. I don't think it's second. It may be 3 to 5. So this could be a battle of not getting second place for the Tachyons. In 4th place, we do have Narita Bryan. In 5th, we've got the Rice Shower. And lo and behold, when you look at that, it looks like the lion has awoken. Oh my days. Difos, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you very much, my friend. Thank you for that continued support and for your generosity here. We are going to see what these Umas are capable of today. As they're moving forward, the Narita Taishin is taking her position at the number 1 spot of the caboose. But as I say that, now the gold ship uniques are proccing, and now they are going to be moving forward just a little bit. The Narita Taishin falling back just ever so slightly, but as we move forward, the Agnes Tachyon at the front is not going to be looking too healthy. She may not have enough stamina as we continue going. Narita Bryan is already going and getting lapped by the gold ships as we get ready to enter into the final leg. Now, one of these Tachyons is already going to be pushing forward, but unfortunately so. The biggest problem here is that gold ships are already taken off, and there she goes, Narita Taishin, moving forward, bobbing and weaving. She was 8th place 1 second, and now she's fighting for first the next. The Tachyons are trying their best to move forward as well. However, they are sitting in 3rd and 5th place. Gold ship trying to change that there. Gold ship holding first place. Narita Taishin trying to make way and see if she can close the gap and take a lead. It is going to be close, but that 3rd place is fighting between 2 Tachyons and a gold ship. Gold ship may win that one. However, first place, they are trying, and it looks like it's going to be gold ship who takes the lead, and she's going to solidify first place. Narita Taishin take it second. I believe gold ship 3rd, and then Tachyon 4, 5, 6? Question mark? Is what that might have been, maybe? I could be wrong, but I've got no genuine idea. It looks like we've got first place on Cruel's gold ship. Okay. Big dubs. Now coming in here at the number 5 spot, we do have One Run Uma's Agnes Tachyon. In 4th, we've got Kunoko's Agnes Tachyon. This had to be the lucky pace, or the unlucky pace, because I don't think they probably gassed out, because they didn't get to use their ult. In 3rd, we've got the Fool's gold ship. In 2nd, we've got Draguin's Narita Taishin. And in 1st, we've got Cruel's gold ship. Now, you know, the narrative that I was spinning was that maybe gold ship loses. However, the other narrative that we need to look at is that Draguin finally did not get first place. He finally did not get first place. Oh my goodness. GG's will be back with our last and qualifying race of group number B very, very soon. The last and qualifying race for group number B. Now, Cruel A, little A brother. We're gonna need to get this. We're gonna need to get this in check, because what you doing out here making the groups and then not even giving yourself normal mood, much less good or great. Why you got awful, bro? Come on, help me now. We do have the triple bads at the top, triple goods following, and then the awful double great. It would have been hilarious if it was triple bad, triple good, triple great, but Cruel just kind of tripped up and didn't get that one there. So as we move forward, we are looking for the TM Opera O, and I do not see any here today. So we're just going to go ahead and take a look to see who has the best racer here today. Now, coming in at the number 3 favorite, we've got right here is going to be Cruel's Smart Falcon. A little bit more further down yonder, we've got One Run Uma's Agnes Digital. And coming in at the number 1 favorite, we've got Draguin's El Condor Pasa. Now, with the weather conditions as they are, we're at the Tokyo 2100 meter dirt summer and that soft rain. Now, I do believe with it being a dirt track, it is going to be a little bit more, there will be a little bit more power required, if I remember reading the doc correctly. I believe with it being dirt, with it being soft rain, you're going to need a little bit more power if you're going to get through the trudges of this muddy track and see if you can push forward and push ahead. We do have the idol that is Smart Falcon. We do got the El Condor Pasa, Ever Rising Stonks, and everybody's biggest simp is going to be Agnes Digital. We do have the Haru Urara here today, as well as the Oguri Cap. We do have a couple dupes here as well. Unfortunately, we do have a late start for Cruel's Smart Falcon, who is going to be sitting in second place. She is going to push forward and grab that number 1 spot, though. Will she be able to hold it and make sure she can use that unique? We are going to see very soon. That was incredible lane movement by that Smart Falcon as she swung wide and cut in really quickly and very sharply to grab that first place. Will she be able to hold it and use that unique? We're going to find out very soon. Sitting in third place, we've got the El Condor Pasa. Fighting for fourth is going to be between both of the Oguri Caps. We've got the Taiki Shuttle holding the 6th place spot. She needs to move forward if she wants to use her unique. Further back behind them, we do have, I believe it was the Agnes Digital, the Haru Urara, and I don't remember the last person. But we are taking a good look at this one Smart Falcon just sitting here in first place. The next one in second place. As we're moving forward into the later half of the middle leg, preparing for the final leg, the Taiki Shuttle has moved into 4th place, and if she can hold it there, then maybe, just maybe, she'll be able to get her unique off. The angling and scheming does go off for Cruel's Smart Falcon as she's sitting in first place. The shooting for victory a little late, but it is still going to be quite alright, and everybody is already moving forward. Cruel's Smart Falcon, it looks like, has gassed out and is not going anywhere. The rain, the mud, everything, the elements are going against him, and as we move forward, the other Smart Falcon is holding first, but Agnes Digital is trying to grab second. She said, "You might be my favorite idol, but I am the best Uma here, and I'm gonna," ooh, hold on now, might be the best Uma. Let me say, I might have spoken too soon, because that looked like it was by a nose. And it could be either one of them, Agnes Digital or Smart Falcon. Will it be the world's best simp or the world's wanting to be best idol? It is down by the nose. The officials say that this was a tough one. Whoo! Those Passastonks, man, those Passastonks, they were tough. But at least one of the passes makes it by, and they get 5th place. The Fools, El Condor Pasa grabbing a 5th place. Draguin, actually, hey, hats off to you because you finally didn't even make it in the top 5. That man said 1, 2, or nothing. And you know what? He takes the nothing here today. In 4th place, we've got Kunoko's Oguri Cap. In 3rd place, we've got Smash King's Oguri Cap. In 2nd, we've got One Run Uma's Agnes Digital grabbing a 2nd place. By the nose, also. So very, very close. 534 guts compared to 440. Okay. And in 1st place, we've got Solar's Smart Falcon. What can I say? The simple always let their idol win, and that's all I gotta say because, hey, if put in that position, I don't know what I would do, but hey, Agnes Digital did her best, but Smart Falcon was just a little bit better. GG's for our qualifiers for group number B. We'll be moving on to group number C, and we'll see what happens in the future for our finals. We are back with group C. Race number 1. And we, Harp Rhythm. Harp Rhythm, y'all better not sleep on Harp Rhythm. They come from a very long tradition line of NPCs who have been able to take down even the best of trainers. So we're going to see what happens here today in this race. We are looking for a Mayano Top Gun. And we do have Horion. Horion the GOAT. Always out here popping off with the EPUs. Will the mood affect them so much that they are not able to pop off here? We're gonna find out very soon. Way down yonder, we've got Chaotic Thieves. Sakura Boxing O coming in as the number 3 favorite. Right here, we've got Horion's Mayano Top Gun coming in as the number 2 favorite. And then right about here, we've got Yotz's Curren Chan coming in as the number 1 favorite. And my favorite, right here, Harp Rhythm. Yeah. Get you some of that. Good old Harp Rhythm. Now we do have the Haru Urara here today. I believe I saw a C in Turf. So we're going to see what happens. Will the Haru be able to turn around and get into the top 5, or will somebody else kind of block the Haru from being able to do that? Here at the Niigata 1400 meter turf, we are going to be in the fall and good conditions. Once again, we were looking for that Mayano Top Gun, so we are going to spotlight the Mayano Top Gun and see what she'll be able to do here today. Will the natural sprinters turn around and pop off and show her, you don't belong here, this is our turf? Or will she say, I can run anywhere that I so choose? Harp Rhythm looks like she's standing above the rest, but it did look like she got a little bit of a late start. We do have the front running Mayano Top Gun who will be pushing against the Sakura Boxing O. Harp Rhythm sitting in 3rd place, I believe maybe a front runner as well. In the 4th place, we do have Sakura Boxing O, who's fighting the Curren Chan. Double Curren Chans in 5-6, and then Air Groove falling behind, and then the Haru Urara behind them. Maybe that sea turf makes things feel a little bit weird when you're running on the ground. It's not something that you're used to being able to push off on the turf. Maybe she'll be able to push forward, but we'll see momentarily. Mayano Top Gun taking the number 1 spot with under 600 meters left to go in the race. As we're entering into the final leg, we are going to enter that final corner, and this is where everybody is going to start popping off. The Professor of Curvatures, the Speed Stars, everything else is going their way. Mayano Top Gun is falling behind. Haru Urara is pushing forward. Curren Chan is going to take 1st place. Haru Urara is going to take 2nd. And then 3rd place is going to be between Mayano Top Gun and I think a Curren Chan on the outer lane. What a race today. Stats don't matter. Aptitudes don't matter. Do you got what it takes? Do you got that dog in you to turn around and get that dog? Do you got that dog in you? That's all that matters. That's what we here. That's what we here for. And you know what? We'll get to it when we get to it. But, yeah. Coming in 5th place. Oh, Harp Rhythm. Harp Rhythm. Shaking my head. Coming in 5th place, Capybara's Sakurabakushin O. Coming in 4th place, we've got Arty Gamer's Curren Chan. Coming in 3rd place, we've got Horion's Magic the Gathering. No, I'm just kidding. It's Mayano Top Gun. Coming in at the 3rd place, we've got Miyuki's Haru Urara. Do you got that dog in you? Do you got that dog in you? Got that A sprint, got that C in turf. And then in 1st place, we've got Yotz's Curren Chan. GG's, ladies and gents. What a race here today at our final qualifying sprint. This was nothing short of greatness. This was nothing short of a thrilling race at... Where were we at? Were we at Tokyo? At the Niigata. At the Niigata track. We'll be back momentarily. We just gotta go and travel over to Tokyo, and then once we get there, we'll go ahead and be ready with the next one. Give us a little bit, you know, it's quite a bit of a drive, but we'll be there soon. We'll be there soon. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the next race. We finally made it here in Tokyo. The sightseeing is amazing, the food is wonderful, and the parties, I'm sure, after the race, because we would never party before the race. I'm sure the parties after the race are gonna go crazy. But before all that is said, before we put the Umas before the cart, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what we have here today. I do believe we are gonna be looking for the Biwa Hayahide. So we got Miyuki, who will be attempting that with the late surging Biwa Hayahide, and that'll be it. So, will Miyuki be able to grab the EPUs, the EPU points, or will that Haru Urara win be more than enough? So, coming in at the number 3 favorite, we've got Horion's Same Sky. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, way down yonder, is going to be Capybara's Taiki Shuttle. And then coming in at the number 1 favorite, let me go like this. Is gonna be Yotz's Vodka. Now, my favorite, it's gonna be Compromise. Don't matter. Look at it. Look at Compromise. Looking all cute. But don't let that smile fool you, because she is out here to win. She is playing with Goo Goo Babies on the line. And you know what? I do believe she has a chance, at least, of placing in this race. Now we are going to be here at the Tokyo 1600 meter course. We are going to have the spring, sunny, and good conditions. Now, the big takeaway here is we have 2 Seiyun skies. Will they turn around and, wow, will they turn around and be able to put in some work here? Or will maybe a random Vodka do the trick? Will maybe our Biwa Hayahide pop off? As our racers are ready to go, we will see that, wow, that vodka had a very, the inner lane vodka had a very different start compared to the outer lane vodka. Now, maybe one of them had a late start. Maybe that might have been the case, but with that being said, one Seiyun Sky will trump the other. She will hold 1st place. We got Maruzensky in 2nd. We've got Seiyun Sky in 3rd. Taiki Shuttle is going to be in 4th place, which is going to be perfect for her unique. Now, will that activation and the timing be perfect? We have yet to see. We do have Agnes Digital, who is getting pushed up by 2 vodkas. We've got Compromise, and then we do have Biwa Hayahide. As we're moving closer and closer to the final leg, Sayun Sky is going to hold first place. Taiki Shuttle is on the outer lanes, and she's getting pushed out very far, but she did hit her unique, and she does get a little bit of goodness from her unique. The angling and scheming pops, the let's pump some iron also pops, and vodka is just doing vodka things. One Sayun Sky in first place. The vodka is also pushing forward, and she said this race is mine to win. And now Agnes Digital, I think by a head or by a neck. That was a very close race when it comes to who gets second place. But vodka saying, I'm gonna start the party early, and we gonna have some of my name. Vodka, cheers. She said, it wasn't even close. Get you some of that, is exactly what she said. Compromise. I told ya. Compromise, let's go. Putting in that work. GG's. Now we'll go ahead and take a look at what Miyuki has here. What was the distance? 1600 meter? I'd love to assume that you have enough, but I just have no idea. I have no idea. Very, very unfortunate. But Compromise, putting in that work. That big old 735 speed, 545 stamina, and 943 power with 735 wit. Pop, hey, she even had the Tokyo racecourse too. That way, that's kind of crazy. Yo, she's an end closer, and she had end closers straight away. Wow. And she had a well, hey, yo, NPC gaming, dude. Hey, GG's. In 5th place, we've got Chaotix, Vodka. In 4th place, we've got Capybara's Taike Shuttle. In 3rd, we've got RD Gamers Agnes Digital. In 2nd, we've got Horion Sayun Sky. That's a lot of skills. And in 1st place, we've got Yotz's Wodka. That's a W because he's getting dubs here today. GG's, we'll be back with our next race. We're not really going too far. We're going to be here in Tokyo still. They just need to readjust the gates, make sure we got the proper race course distance, and then we'll have that race starting up whenever that is all set up. Some things are just not meant to be, and let me tell you, I thought Cruel's rooms were bad, but this is awful. Look at this. It's literally great or awful. I will say, one thing that I do like is that my NPC Kula got the great mood. So that is great to see. Now, here at this track, we are looking for the Hishi Akebono, and I don't see any, so we're just going to see what these... We're just going to see what these Umas and what these trainers have here in store for us today. Coming in at the... Oh, that's behind me. Coming in at the number 3 favorite, we've got RD Gamers, Daiwa Scarlet. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got... I can't tell. Oh, number 2 favorite right here. We've got Horion's Agnes Tachyon. And then coming in at the number 1 favorite way down yonder, we've got Yotz's Narita Taishin. Now, you already know who I'm rooting for. That's going to be that Kula right here. Yeah. Get you some of that NPC gaming. As we can see from our last NPC who was popping off, maybe Kula can do the same here today. The Tokyo 2300 meter course is going to be all random, all middle. But with that being said, we are going to see what these Umas have here today. We're going to see if they're able to pop off, and we're going to see who is going to take the lead when it comes to this group. Will Yotz's domination continue? Will somebody be able to take over the throne, or will Narita Taishin be the key to victory for Yotz here today? The Ubas go ahead and start. Unfortunately for Narita Taishin, she does have a late start. Kula Kula is going to be sitting in the back there. We do have the Gundam Bourbon, who will be our front runner here today, setting the pace for the rest of the Umas. This is a pace heavy lobby, so if you don't get into good position, then you might just miss your unique. Super Creek is going to be taking second place, Tokaiteo fighting for third, and Agnes Tachyon on that outer lane is going to be trying to push forward. Daiwa Scarlet doing the same, also trying to push ahead as well. Narita Brian and Agnes Tachyon are going to round out our caboose for that pace chasing area. We have Kula Kula, who is going to be our late surger, and Narita Taishin, our sole end closer. All of the action is happening towards the front. We do have Super Creek, who is sitting in second place. Agnes Tachyon, both of them are going to be on the outer lane, and we're going to be seeing what they can do here, if they can push forward, or if their data tells them they need to slow down. The Super Creek is already pushing ahead of the Gundam Bourbon, so is that Agnes Tachyon, and as we move forward, as we keep pushing, this Mihono Bourbon ain't looking like no Gundam to me. She's already losing ranks as we continue going forward. Into the final leg we go, and we do have both of these Agnes Tachyons who are trying to do their best. Out of nowhere, Gundam Bourbon is coming back with a vengeance, and she said, "You better not count me out right now," as she's fighting first place against Agnes Tachyon. Super Creek is trying to make her way forward, but she's sitting in fourth. Nobody else pushed forward, and it's just that fight between the Mihono Bourbon and that Agnes Tachyon, and it is neck and neck right now. Gundam Bourbon might take the lead, but just so slightly. Barely. Agnes Tachyon was able to push forward, and she did it for the name of the game. She said, "You not finna disrespect me and my clan, me and my people, me and my name, my whole lineage. You not finna disrespect me like that." And she is going to take first place, going to Agnes Tachyon. Get you some of that. Yeah. Kula Kula, I ate. It's alright, Kula Kula. You doing alright. You doing alright. Over. Sorry about that. My apologies. Coming in fifth place, we do have Capybara's Narita Brian. In fourth place, we've got Rubbish's Super Creek. She's super creaky. That is so much stamina that you have here. That is so much, actually. In third place, we have Miyuki's Agnes Tachyon. In second place, we've got Roy D's Mihono Bourbon. Was looking like she wasn't a Gundam out there, but hey, she whoosh, reeled it back and got a second place out of that one. And in first place, we've got Horion's Agnes Tachyon taking the lead, taking the first, and saying, "You not allowed here. I'm gonna take this dub, and we gonna be chilling." Now, if you will give us a little bit of time, we do have to travel to Kyoto, so we gonna go ahead and get over there. You know, we gonna have our little party here tonight. Then we'll head out to Kyoto in the morning. We'll see you for that next race very soon. All right, we've made our way over here to Kyoto. And for this race, we were looking for a King Halo as an end closer. Now we do have Horion and Rubbish who are going to be attempting that here today. We do have lovely Patricia show us around, you know, where were we staying, where's the track at, all that good stuff. And so, you know, of course, I'm always be rooting for the NPC if we ever have any. Now, coming in to the number 3 favorite, we do have Miyuki's Halloween Rice Shower. In the number 2 favorite, we've got right here is going to be Chaotix's Gold Ship. And way down yonder, we've got... Oh, it'd be this way. Yeah, way down yonder, we've got Yotz's Silence Suzuka. Now, will we have another runaway, or will this be a normal front runner here at 3,200 meter Kyoto winter sunny firm track? We have many questions and only a few to be answered here momentarily as we go ahead and get our Umas and our racers ready for this track. Looks like the Halloween Rice Shower is shaking out some nerves, just trying to you know, dude, get ready, get in the zone so we can take off. Now, when it comes to our spotlighted Umas, we are going to be looking at those King Halos. We also have an anime Tokai Teo and a normal McQueen. This I don't believe I saw a runaway, so I believe this is going to be a normal Silence Suzuka sitting in first place. She will set the pace for everybody else. In second, we do have that Halloween Rice Shower. Third is going to be that anime Tokai Teo. And fourth will be the normal McQueen. Further back, we do have many racers. With it being a long, I know we probably have 1, maybe 2 gold ships. We did have double King Halo, and then we had the NPC in the back. She probably is going to be an end closer, so we're going to see how that turns out for her there. But as we go ahead and get ready for this turn right here, we can see, oh, the NPC is actually doing pretty decent, keeping up with the rest of the people, the rest of the Umas. Now, one King Halo is lagging behind just a little bit, but we've got another one who is pushing forward, trying to keep the lead for the other end closers. Now, 2 of these Umas are looking like they're trying to push forward, and the NPC looks to be one of them. Gold Ship's falling behind, and she is trying to do her best to get herself into a good position. Silent Suzuka is doing great, holding the lead so far, but as we go ahead and move forward, there is a very real chance that more of these pace chasers might overtake her. Even though she is the only front runner, she just needs so much work and so much help. Halloween Shower is sitting in second, Anime Teo in third, and Normal McQueen in 4. Fifth place is going to go to Gold Ship, as both of the Gold Ships have unique, and they are already looking to strike. They're already looking to get themselves into a great position, and as we can see, the Gold Ship is moving ahead of the Pace Chasers. The final leg has started, and she has taken off. She reeled up the anchor, and she set sail for first place. As she's moving forward, nobody else is catching up to her. Megiddo McQueen is trying her best as she's trying to play catch-up. We do have the King Halo sprinting from the outer lane, as well as that Gold Ship. We have King Halo in third, McQueen in second, and Gold Ship in first. As they're moving forward, it doesn't even look like any of these positions will be contested. It looks like we're going to be fighting for fourth place between everybody else. Gold Ship will solidify her first place, McQueen solidifying her second place. The only person that we cannot see is the King Halo. Does she solidify it or not? And we will see she does. The McQueen, it looked like, gassed out towards the end because the King Halo almost caught up, but close was not good enough. Gold Ship dominating this race, showing why she is a monster on the long track. Lovely Patricia, you did your best, and I ain't mad at it. You did your best. In fifth place, we do have Yotz's Silence Suzuka. That is going to be a normal Silent Suzuka. In fourth, we've got Rubbish's King Halo. They will get some EPU extra points on that because of being... Oh, no, they won't. They got the C on the end. Oh, hey, you know what? To be determined at another date. We still have to make a decision on that. We do have Horion's... Wait, Horion made top 3. He got 3rd place with the King Halo. Yeah, Horion, number 3, with the King Halo as that end closer. We've got Roy D's Megino McQueen popping off here. Oh, got the Pure Heart too. Okay, I see it. Hey, I see it, partner. Got the Pure Heart popping off here. I wonder if he's going to be taking this to the... Oh, he might be. To the upcoming CM. And then in first place, we've got Capybara's Gold Ship. I don't think that was too much of a surprise. There's a lot of great Umas here today. We're going to go travel back to Tokyo. We'll be back in a couple days. I think they're giving us a little bit of time to breathe. But once we get there, once we get set up, we'll have that race for y'all. And we'll see you when we see you next. Whew. Ladies and gents, we finally made it. Man, that journey from Tokyo to Kyoto, not too bad. From Kyoto back to Tokyo, whoo! Man, for some reason, it was a tough trip to get back. However, Rose Bouquet Toss greeted us on our way back, showed us the facilities once again, and now we are prepping ourselves to get ready for this race. We are looking for the TM Opera O to be our EPU, and it looks like only Miyuki will be the one going after that here today. Now, as you can see, all of the moods are not looking too hot. That doesn't mean, though, that we are out of this race. So we're going to see exactly what our Umas are prepared to do here. Do they have that will to win within them? Or will they just be another Uma in the grand history of Uma history? But coming in at the number 3 favorite, we do have Rubbish's Agnes Digital. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got Horion's Summer Marazenski. And then coming in at the number 1 favorite, we've got Yotz's Oguri Cap. And of course, you know, my favorite here today is going to be Rose Bouquet Toss. Now, Summer Marazenski, will she have that Bubbly Land buff, or will she just kind of be here chilling? We are back at Tokyo, the 2100 meter dirt, summer, and soft rain as our conditions for our last qualifying race of group number C. Now, they could turn around, pop off here today. They could also turn around, get absolutely cooked. Do they have the power to trudge through this dirt? Do they have the power to get through the soft rain? Do they have the endurance to make it through this race? Now, fortunately, they are going to have 2 front runners here today in the Smart Falcon and in that Summer Marazenski. However, unfortunately for the Summer Maru, she did look like she had a late start, so she's going to have to play catch up a little bit to that Smart Falcon. As we're moving forward, I love how they just camera angle just one, like, give me a better camera angle, man. Come on now, help me now. As we're moving forward, we do have that front running position being fought between the Smart Falcon and the Summer Marazenski. In third place, we do have Oguri Cap, who is pacing relatively slowly compared to the front runners. We do have Rose Bouquet Toss in 4th and Oguri Cap in 5th. As we look towards the back, we do have an Agnes Digital who's making her way onto screen as a late surger. Followed behind her, who is fighting for positioning, is going to be that TM Opera O. And then I believe it should be another Agnes Digital in the back? Maybe? I don't quite remember. However, with 1,000 meters left in this race, we do have Summer Marazinski taking the lead against the Smart Falcon. Oguri Cap is sitting in third, and she is looking to be aggressive as she's already moving forward in this race. Under 800 meters left to go, and now we're entering into that final leg. The redshift pops, and now we're seeing who wants this victory. Who will end on the podium as number 1. TM Opera O is way too far out on the lane, and she is trying to make up distance. Summer Marazinski is trying to hold her first place position, and Oguri Cap is saying, if there's anything I can do about it, I'm gonna do it here and now. That triumphant pulse when you see her hit the ground and then take off running, that's what she does best. The beast herself, trying to push forward, trying to overtake the Summer Marazinski. She does successfully, and she claims her first place. The rightful throne is going to Oguri Cap. I think it was, what, second was Summer Marazinski, third is going to be Smart Falcon, I think it was. And then 4-5, I have no idea. Now, let's go, Rose Bouquet, Rose Bouquet, Rose Bouquet toss, let's go. Yo, the NPCs have been cooking today, man. The NPCs have been cooking today. Look at that, 748 stamina, 722 wit. That preferred positioning, popping off. Rose Bouquet grabbing that 7th place. In 5th place, we've got Yotz's Oguri Cap. In 4th place, we've got Miyuki's TM Opera O. From the outer lane, you mean to tell me that she actually pushed up hard enough to grab a 4th place? That is so impressive. Her positioning was horrendous. Her timing was off, but her placement was better than the most, than the majority, is what I meant to say. She actually comes out here and claims a 4th place spot. In 3rd, we've got Artie Gamer's Smart Falcon. In 2nd, we've got Horion's Summer Marazinski. And in 1st place, we have Roidy's Oguri Cap. GG's for the last qualifying race of group number C. We'll be moving on to our finals and seeing who will be the victor, whether it be between YouTube or Twitch. Y'all don't go anywhere for this crazy final. We gotta go all the way to Hanshin before we can have it, though. And we'll see you very, very soon. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the finals of Community Cup number 23. Now, as you can see on this list right here, we do have a even split of Twitchers and YouTubers throughout this entire cup. Every single trainer, every single Uma has done their best to get to this spot right here. This is where the magic happens. This is where legends are made. This is where war is fought. Here, between the Twitchers and the YouTubers, we had a bet. It's 113,000 points on the Twitchers for them to win, and 63,000 for the YouTubers to win. We are going to see exactly who does what here today, as we can see our mood on each of these Umas. Now, with their moods out of the way, with the introductions out of the way, we're putting everything on the line. This is the Hanshin 2600 meter, and I believe pure random conditions. As you can see, everybody's favored spot, according to the crowd, the favorites are going to be as follows. The number 3 favorite, way down yonder, is going to be Miyuki's Halloween Rice Shower. Right next door is going to be Dapika's Halloween Rice Shower. And right here is going to be the #1 favorite of One Run Uma's Narita Taishin. Now, will they turn around and pop off? Will they make Uma story? I tried to say history, but you know, it's basically the same thing. We are here at the Hanshin 2,600-meter turf track today. We finally made it back from Tokyo. It was a long trip, but you know what? This was well worth the wait. All the Umas gathered here in one spot. All the Umas putting everything on the line. This is a short long, also known as a schlong. It is a short, long track. We are gonna see what is gonna go down today. Oh my goodness. As far as our front runners, we do have at least 2 front runners between both of the Silent Suzukas. We've got 4 gold ships, 1 Narita Taishin, 1 Oguri Cap, who looked like they had a late start, 2 Halloween Rice Showers. We've got 1 Super Creek, 1 Daiwa Scarlet, and 1 Megino McQueen. Now, oh, actually, no, sorry. That Silent Suzuka was mine in the back. I was like, why is that Suzuka all the way in the back? Okay, never mind. That was because it is mine. So, we do have 1 front runner here today. And we're going to see exactly if they can push forward enough so that way they can claim their victory. In second place is going to be the Megino McQueen. Following behind them is going to be Daiwa Scarlet. Behind her is going to be Super Creek, and then Halloween Rice Shower. Oguri Cap behind her, and then the other Halloween Rice Shower to follow. Then we look towards our end closers, and it's going to be 4 gold ships and a Narita Taishin. 1 gold ship is cosplaying as a late surger as she's continuing to push forward, and we're going to see, will she be able to still proc her unique, or will she kind of be a little bit out of luck? Unfortunately, so as the position keep ends, the Silent Suzuka is already being swallowed up by the crowd. Things are not looking great for her as she's slowly moving backwards while still running forward. Somebody help me with that one. As we look towards the beginning of the final leg, nobody has started their spurt quite yet. And now we do have the gold ship on the outer lane. We do have a Halloween Rice Shower who's also started. Now, as everybody's starting to kick into gear, we're going to see who exactly is going to take this win very soon. We got the Halloween Rice Shower. It's versus the gold ship. The gold ship is looking pretty scary. We have another gold ship on the inner lane who is fighting against the Super Creek. But Halloween Rice Shower is pushing forward. Gold ship is right behind. Gold ship said, don't you know, this is the long. This is not her specialty. I believe it goes to the Halloween Rice Shower unless I'm sorely mistaken. But as y'all know, y'all ain't gonna, no. Y'all not allowed to know who wins just yet. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and take a look at who wins here today. So, we do have Yotes, who is a Twitcher, Horion, a Twitcher, Happy Baura, a YouTuber, Miyuki, Miyuki, a Twitcher, Pavlova, a YouTuber, Cruel, a Twitcher, Draguin, another Twitcher. Going into our top 5, we have Beast, a YouTuber. We have One Run Uma, a YouTuber. Going into our top 3, we've got Kalua's Gold Ship. And last but not least, we've got what a race is all I can say. What a race. Roy D, a Twitcher, and the Pika a YouTuber by a head was the difference. And the win goes to the YouTubers. The Pika's Halloween Rice Shower shows up and shows out and says, today is the day that the streak ends. The YouTubers are back on top. And now they have stopped the reign of the Twitchers. Will this continue once a debut derby starts, or will the YouTubers continue their victories? GG's to all of those who participated. GG's to the YouTubers. GG's to the Twitchers as well. Thank y'all for participating. I could never do this without y'all. It means the world to me. Thank y'all for showing up and showing out. I hope y'all enjoyed this week's Community Cup. I know it was one day late, but for next week, we will have our last Community Cup of Season 3. I may throw in a small little prize for, you know, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I may throw in a little prize there. I don't know just yet. But we will see. GG's, thank y'all so much for participating, for being here, and for hanging out for this event. It means the world to me. Hope y'all enjoyed. And if you want to get ready for next week, this is available for everybody. This is in my Discord server, and this will also be in chat as well. GG's. Thank y'all for participating. GG's.